Hi guys, hope all of us are doing great. Today we're going to look at the concept of limits, and that basically is one of the ways in which we can be able to solve or find limits of certain functions. So we're going to look at one of the methods apart from the first one that we had done on the substitution. So today basically is going to be a factoring method, and this is going to be applied in one of the examples that I've given on the board. So this basically is going to be done for a limit as x approaches -3, and this is going to be an example that is going to assist us, of course, in trying to find the limit of that function using a factoring method. So if we try to look at a previous method that we have done for substitution, we can be able to find the function, or rather the limit of this specific function as x approaches 3 by doing the substitution, whereby we're going to have -3, the square of -3 over 9 over -3 plus 3 given as such. So if you try to look at this, is going to give us the value of 0 for the numerator and denominator for the value of that specific function. So therefore it's not going to give us a clue on what that limit of this specific or other similar functions are going to be like. So therefore we're going to use another method in trying to involve the concept of substitution. So if you try to look at the numerator, then therefore we can be able to draw a conclusion that this basically is a difference of squares, whereby we're going to have it represented as a product of two of course entities of x and x minus 3, which can be given as such, and therefore we can write it in that specific form and then have the numerator given as such. So this is another way of representing this specific function, and therefore we can be able to evaluate its limit as x tends to -3 in this specific form. So in a sense, we're going to see that this can be able to be, of course, cancelled as such, since it's going to consist of those specific factors which are going to be similar. And this expression is going to be reduced to a form of a limit as x approaches -3 over function over x minus 3 given as such. So this is going to be the value of f of x given as such. So therefore, from there we can be able to evaluate this limit by doing the substitution, whereby we're going to have the function or the limit of that specific function given as -3 minus 3, which is going to be -6 as our value for that specific limit. So factorization of some of the functions, like the one that we have given on the board, which consists of a difference over squares, is one of the strategies that we're going to use in finding limits of some functions, of course, which may not be having a direct, of course, a value as the one that we have done before for substitution. So this, among others, are going to be some of the examples that we're going to use in trying to create a difference between various methods, that like the factorization, substitution, and perhaps the conjugate method that we're going to look at next, in distinguishing between these various values for the limits of individual functions. So catch us in our next discussion, where we're going to look at the conjugate method, and this is going to form our last bit of the third method of trying to find limits of particular functions under the concept of limits. So that is it for now, guys. Bye, God bless you.